Yes, and talking about a terror plot, there is a terror plot in Delhi that has been unearthed. Deepthi, telling our viewers about that the Delhi police has gone on record to now say that two men arrested by them for suspected links with terror groups were allegedly planning to identify and kill right-wing leaders in the coming months. 2 hand grenades, 3 pistols have been recovered from the rented accommodation of this accused, namely Jagjit Singh, Naushad, allegedly linked to Pakistan's ISI members. The police say that the accused duo in Delhi were tasked to identify, assassinate right-wing leaders. And in the last few weeks, they also beheaded a man in the national capital and chopped his body into pieces, a video of which has been sent to the handlers in Pakistan.
2 history sheeters beheaded a Hindu man, chopped him into pieces and filmed him. They sent the video to their handlers in Pakistan.
Naushad, because of his association in past with terror elements, he came in touch with cross-border terror handlers of LET and Pakashe who were handling him. Since last few months they were staying together and their respective handlers had given them tasks to carry out.
These terror accused killed the man as proof of ability for their handlers.
Jagjit and Naushad, they had killed a Hindu boy, a Hindu youth I would say, and conveyed the same to their handlers as a proof of their capability.
2 military hand grenades, 22 live cartridges and 3 pistols have been recovered from the terror suspects. All of this unfolded in the heart of the national capital, while their neighbors didn't have a clue.
उनकी एक्टिविटी जो रही है नॉर्मल एक्टिविटी रही है, वो किसी को सिविलियंसी तरीके से यहाँ रही है, कोई फोकस नहीं रहा उनका फील्ड पे, बिल्कुल एकदम शांति में किसी ने फोकस नहीं किया उन पर, नॉर्मल जैसे सिविलियंस रहते वैसे ही अंदर अंदर से क्या एक्टिविटी उनकी चल रही थी, ये बाद में जब ये घटना हो गई तब जानकारी हुई.
The incriminating information coming out so far suggests that both the terror suspects Naushad and Jagjit Singh were being handled by Pakistan ISI. They had undertaken a recce of the areas and on their target were prominent Hindu leaders.
They were further tasked to identify and do the reconnaissance of right-wing Hindu leaders of Punjab and nearby states. But before they could have done anything, they have been arrested.
Delhi Police Special Cell caught the terrorists on January 12th from New Delhi's Jahangirpuri. A major terror bid has been foiled ahead of Republic Day, but it raises several questions. Are the terror elements sitting in Pakistan funding radicals in the country? Can the terror threat be taken lightly? Can the fact that right-wing leaders were on the target list be brushed aside? Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Joining us on the broadcast are Sangeet Ragi, Professor at Delhi University, Political Analyst, Deshrata Nigam, Advocate in the Supreme Court, Dr. Vikram Singh, former DGP Uttar Pradesh, just joining us there, being lined up, Ravi Srivastava, Political Analyst, and Manasvi Thapar, also a Political Analyst, joining us live from Ahmedabad. Let me start with you. Manasvi, see, the police has gone on record. Actually, let me start with Vikram Singh. Vikram Singh, can you hear me, sir? Good evening. Dr. Vikram Singh. Okay, Manasvi, you take that question. The police says the accused duo was tasked to identify and assassinate right-wing leaders. And believe it or not, some very disturbing details that have come forth. They picked up a victim on the 15th of December, Manasvi, killed him, sent a video of the act to their handler Sohail, who's associated with Lashkar-e-Toiba and linked to Pakistan's ISI. They were tasked to kill right-wing leaders, prove their capabilities to the terror group. And the question is, it points at what we have been saying all along, the radicalization threat, the fact that there is Hindu phobia, which for the longest time, many like you have been in denial on. Manasvi, and then I'll get Deshrata Nigam.
Niranjan, the basic question what comes to my mind is, where did these guys get their pistols from, the grenades from, the cartridges from? And radicalization is there. It is not a question right now. It is there. Pakistan is funding them. These guys have got funding from Pakistan. They are proving their mettle to the terror groups. How can that happen in our country? This is a basic question. Hindus or the entire other religions in this country are under threat because of a neighboring country. How did they get this kind of funding from? That's a very basic question. Where do they get that money from? Where did they get the pistols from? How dare they have that access there? These are burning questions. This is painful. This is shocking. How in an independent India, these guys, these radical groups have access to pistols, grenades, and cartridges. And these are history cheaters. These are no other people. These are not common people. They are threat to the nation. They are threat to religions. These people are there to communalize our country, radicalize our country, and this is happening. I am thankful to the Delhi police who have uncovered this, but the reality is this was ongoing. A person have died. This particular group of people, Jagjit and Naushad, actually shot their metal to their Akas sitting in Pakistan, to the terror groups. How can we tolerate as Indians? The question is, how did they get this access? How can we tolerate this? This is a basic question.
Yeah, we have details of where they got it from.
Such kind of easy access
No, let me tell you where they got it from.
Is there?
You asked a question, and I have some answers to it based on what the Delhi police has said. 2 hand grenades, 3 pistols were recovered from their home in Delhi. By the way, in the heart of Delhi, Jagjit Singh and Naushad got these weapons from their handlers in Pakistan. Right? Deshwata Nigam. We don't have the identity of this 21-year-old man. What we know is that, in the words of the police, the victim was a Hindu, but his identity is yet to be ascertained. Deshwata Nigam.
Yes, Ranjan, in fact, if you look at the entire facts of this case, it clearly appears that Pakistan, instead of concentrating on its own people who are in a very, very poor state of affairs, is funding terrorism in India and promoting terrorism in India. And the very fact that these two terrorists who have been caught have their handlers in Pakistan or in Canada and have used their capabilities, and they have no value for human life. In order to show their capability, they beheaded a person, chopped them into pieces. So it does show the gruesome nature of these terrorists and the seriousness of the crime. And please remember the Jahangirpuri area. Please recollect, the Hindu festival procession was pelted stones, and the riots also had taken place in that area. And earlier, before that also, there were riots also in which Bangladeshis and illegal immigrants were also involved in that. And the issue is quite serious. I am sure the entire plot, their other associates and other handlers and other sleeper cells will be unearthed, and strict action will be taken under the UAPA under which the case has been registered. And hence, I believe Delhi police will go to the bottom of this and prevent all kind of conspiracies which are going on, arrest people, whether it is an all India network or not, and who are the people involved, and also raise issues in the United Nations that Pakistan is continuing in it, and Pakistan recently has been, shifted out of the grey list. I think India has to now again put its step on the fast pedal so that they come back to the grey list of the FATF and then into the higher level. And therefore, the issue is to be taken both at the level of the Delhi police and the government of India.
Yeah. Vikram Singh, the Delhi police obviously has and this happened on the 15th of December. Can you imagine this happened 1 month ago and nobody knows the identity? But they were running some sort of a lab in the national capital to kill people, to identify people, to kill, almost like practice. Like practice, they chopped him, they beheaded him, shot that video, sent that video to their handlers in Pakistan, and were planning something bigger.
Niranjan, I have no doubt in my mind that the footsteps of the ISI are very clear. They not only did what they did, but they bought a fridge and brought it home, and then on the pretext of that it had gone something wrong with the mechanism, want to return, but the purpose of buying the fridge was to chop the body and transport it inside the refrigerator. An ordinary criminal cannot even think so deep. The guidance of the ISI and their hand-holding is very clear from the weapons. Number one, the way they handled the refrigerator, a brand new refrigerator, and then taking it back and using it as an instrument of crime. Therefore, the recovery of the grenades, the pistols, and the question how they got it, tunneling, drone incursions, and other incursions, money being received via Hawala channels, and you also mentioned, and Mr. Nigam also mentioned, the presence of sleeper cells. This requires a much deeper probe. Obviously, a case under UAPA will be registered. but a detailed interrogation subjected to narco analysis and lie detector test would reveal further truths and the involvement of the SI. The encrypted communication and also the communication through other means will have to be understood very clearly as to what was the channel and what was the tone and tenor of the communication.
Yeah, but why did it come to this, Ravi Srivastava? See, post the Nupur Sharma episode, and you had Umesh Kole and so many such incidents, right? And we were all in denial saying these could be isolated incidents, etc. But it's real. And it's much more dangerous than we all thought it was.
Niranjan, first of all, those people who did it were the known criminals. And they had a history sheet for that, and they had a record for that. But my question here is, what our national security agencies were doing? Somebody having a grenade in the house, somebody having pistols in the house, somebody has connection with the ISI, Harkatul Ansar, Lashkar-e-Toiba, and all those things, and security agencies are all groping in dark. So why, what is their efficiency, what is their competence? Issue here is that why
Uncovered
these
this.
people...
No, but how are they in the dark? They're the ones who uncovered it.
No, they have not. It is
Fail to
not-
understand the logic
Delhi
there.
police has got it. Delhi police has got
Yes.
it. What the NIA is doing, what the other security agencies are doing, it's a failover of theirs. Second thing is that taking a confession from the criminals, the police applies the third degree and can say anything. Who will believe that they were doing a trial, a mock drill? They were trying to show to their masters that they can kill a right winger. And it is unbelievable.
What?
Will
No,
it stand
are
as
you questioning the
scrutiny of
police?
law?
Are you questioning
No,
the police?
Will it stand as scrutiny of law? I am saying it.
Sir, they've
Who
killed
will believe
a
it?
sir. They've
And
killed a
what
man.
is the evidence?
Sir, they've killed a
And
man. Let me
what
tell
is
you the
the
details.
evidence?
What is the evidence? Okay, let me tell you. Sir, I'm just going by what facts I have at hand. Let me read it out for you, sir.
Niranjan.
Sir, I don't know why you're in denial, because this is what the police has said on
I
record.
am not in denial. I am
Then-
saying hang them. But issue is that this kind
But
of
you just said it's
shoddy
unbelievable.
cosmetic investigation will not reach anywhere.
Cosmetic. Okay, sir, let me read out the facts. sir.
Cosmetic.
For the
And
benefit of our
shoddy.
viewers. For the benefit of our viewers. The police has gone on record to say the accused picked up the victim on December 15th, killed him, sent a video of the act to their handler Sohail, associated with Lashkar-e-Toiba and linked to Pakistan's ISI. The victim was picked up from a park, lured with alcohol. The police has gone on record to say the accused targeted him because he was vulnerable. They took him to their home in Balswa Dairy on the pretext of giving him alcohol, and they killed him. Body chopped into pieces, stored at the residence of the accused for a few days before packing it in plastic bags, disposing it in water bodies. They found blood traces in the house, and you're saying it's unbelievable and it may not stand in court.
I am telling you, they must have murdered him. But the angle you are going to attach to that is not provable.
Sir, I am not.
This is what I am saying.
Sir, I
The
think we should
second
leave it to
thing is,
investigators.
Do the Harkatul Insar or Lashkar-e-Toiba or Mujahideen,
So you're-
they send in the I card.
No, 1 minute.
They send the people with the I card.
Sir,
here.
are you
Then
saying-
Look, we send them. We had sent
Sir,
them.
there was a 37-second
This is
video.
something- this
There's
is
a
something
37-second
fake.
video,
You
Ravi
are trying to
Srivastava.
create a
There's a
fake
video.
narrative.
There's the
That's
video,
what I'm
Niranjan.
saying.
Okay, quickly. Vikram Singh is
Let them
rebutting.
be- let
Vikram
them
Singh
be.
is rebutting
I
against
have
Sangeet Ragi.
no sympathy for
Vikram
them.
Singh quickly and
They are
against Sangeet Ragi.
foreigners.
Sir, Vikram Singh and then Sangeet
Sir, the
Ragi.
forensic, just 5 seconds, forensic examination of the mobile phones clearly reveal what they did to the deceased, and also the transmission of the murder to Suhail also is indicative of the fact of the larger design. And it is a matter of investigation that the further truths will have been uncovered from the forensic analysis of the mobile phone. And that is almost incontrovertible. There is absolutely no merit in saying that the police would lead us up the garden path and misguide the nation.
Yeah. Sangeet Ragi wanted to come in. 1 minute.
They-
Ravi, before you come in. Can Sangeet also respond? He hasn't responded. And then I'll let you respond to that. Yeah, Sangeet Ragi.
Niranjan, what Ravi Saxena is saying
Ravi-
that you
Oh, yeah,
trust
I'm not
what
Saxena. And
what-
please don't name me.
Okay, Ravi.
Please
Okay.
don't name
Okay.
me. yaar.
Okay,
I'm not
Ravi.
Saxena.
Okay, Ravi.
Then why you name me, yaar? You talk about
Okay.
a co-panelist.
Okay.
You can say co-panelist.
Ravi Srivastava.
Why you are obsessed with me that
My
you name
God,
me?
my God,
Ravi
you're-
Srivastava.
Why are you so angry?
Come on, yaar.
Saxena is a
Ravi, sir,
surname.
Ravi,
It's
sir.
okay. It happens.
This has become a habit of these people.
Just because you sound
Don't
like
do
the
it.
LG. I know you don't like the LG,
Okay.
but you know this level of
I
hate is
never
not
name
good.
anybody.
I know you don't like the LG, but this level of hate is not good. Okay, Sangeet Ragi.
Niranjan, I apologize. I didn't know that Ravi Srivastava has so hate against me. Anyway, anger against me. Anyway, what he says that how can you identify the person who has committed a crime in India is the one who is attached with or associated with anyway directly or indirectly with Harkatul Ansar or Mujahideen or Lashkar-e-Taiba. Please leave it to the agencies. They know it better. They know they track their movements. They track their communications. There are sophisticated, intelligence mechanism through which they come to know. If you have to make it political, you can always go political, as your leader Arvind Kejriwal always did it. Anyway, but my point is, please, let me finish. Let him finish. I'll give you a chance. Let me finish. Three things are very clear. That there is a terror network which is working in India. Second, that they have the handlers who are operating from outside, but they are at the same time getting patronage from within. Third thing, there is a community, a section of that community which is involved in it. Fourth, unfortunately, the political establishment or political class of the country hasn't reached any kind of a consensus how to handle it. So when the BJP BJP takes a tough stand against such terror networks, they always take shelter, under the garb of, secularism of these countries. Remember, you go back to the history of 2004, when the Congress party and all opposition non-BJP political formations were asking for repeal of TEDA, and it was done. And what was the ground? That there is a particular community who are being punished, who are being tortured, through TEDA. The reality was that even after repeal of TEDA, it was the same community which produced, or the people who were arrested by the Congress regime.
Can I say something? Okay. Sangeet Ragi, 1 minute. Can I say something? Sangeet Ragi, just 1 second. Yeah. 1 minute. Yeah. 1 minute. Sangeet, 1 minute.
My point is that please allow me to finish.
Yeah, let's not get into community, Sangeet. 1 minute. Ravi, don't shout. Ravi, don't shout. Can I speak? Give me a chance. 1 minute. Ravi, can I do my job? Ravi, let me do my job. No, Ravi, please let me do my job. Please. 1 minute. Let me do my job. Ravi, Sangeet Ragi, 1 minute. Sangeet Ragi, see, you have a point, but let's not make it about communities.
Niranjan.
I'm only saying let's not make it about communities, that's all.
No, Niranjan, let me allow me.
Okay, last 10 seconds, I have to end the debate. Jaldi, Sangeet Ragi.
Niranjan, please.
Give him 10 seconds, let's end it on a decent note, please.
To me also, please.
Don't please allow me. Niranjan,
10 seconds.
I didn't attribute it to entire community. I attributed to one section of the community.
Okay, let's not make it about community. Sangeet Ragi, I'm only saying let's...
of a community.
Sangeet Ragi, I'm only saying... Yeah, I'll tell you.
Let us stop it.
Okay, 1 second, 1 minute. I have to wrap it up. I'll tell you, Ravi Srivastava, I am running out of time, Sangeet Ragi. Only because I'm running out of time, I'll tell you, my only problem is we all put facts on the table. Ravi Srivastava, my only problem is that when you say such stories are unbelievable and it may not stand in court, that's where the problem begins, is what I feel. But let's see, we don't have details of this victim. He's a Hindu man, 21-year-old. Details are coming out. Story is alive. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining us on the show tonight. Thank you very much.